What often repeated fact has been debunked? Science doesn't know how bees fly. Bees shouldn't be able to fly according to science. We know perfectly well how bees fly, and science definitely doesn't say they shouldn't be able to. This myth is based on a thought experiment about how, if bees had stationary wings like an airplane, they wouldn't be able to fly. Baby birds will be rejected by their mothers if you touch them. Untrue. Humans use 10% of their brain. NASA spent millions to invent a pen while the Russians used pencils. Some guy invented the pens and sold them to NASA. The Russians used grease pencils for like a year, then bought the same pens for the guy who invented them. Edit. You can read more about it here. https://history.nasa.gov/spacepen.html. Daddy long legs are the most venomous spiders in the world but don't have fangs long enough to pierce your skin. Gum stayed in your stomach for 7 years. Blood is blue in your body before oxygen hits it. A teacher once told me that. The fact that states you eat about 8 spiders in your sleep per year. You can see the Great Wall of China from space. Edit. I thought I was clear but I meant naked eye. Also thanks for the awards. That you should put something in the mouth of someone having a seizure. The tongue has different sections for bitter, sweet, sour, etc. If you eat you have to wait 30 minutes to go swimming. No one is left-brained or right-brained. That you won't be saved if you're an organ donor. The hospital doesn't give a crap about your donor status until after you've been declared legally dead but are still hooked to life support. At that point you're basically an organ refrigerator, and have to contact your next of kin. If you aren't a donor and next of kin doesn't sign off, you're taken off life support and you die. If you are a donor but next of kin doesn't sign off, same process. In order to donate your organs you must be an organ donor or have next of kin that will sign off on it. Only way to guarantee it will happen after you're dead is to have a living will drafted stating that you want your organs donated. Only then is Gift of Hope contacted and will come to procure the organs' tissues and determine if they're viable for transplant. Shaving makes your hair grow back faster, thicker. The McDonald's coffee lawsuit was frivolous. If you want to ruin your day, search for the pictures. When you pluck a gray hair it will grow back along with a few others. That Columbus proved the world was round. Everyone with any education knew the world was round. Columbus was if anything wrong because he thought the earth was smaller than Greeks had shown it to be years ago. The idea was completely invented by Washington Irving for a mostly made-up biography. Women actually do not have a higher pain tolerance than men. Turns out pain tolerance depends on the person, not their gender. All the fun facts we learned in school. The Taft getting stuck in the bathtub one being false really pissed me off. You won't always have a calculator with you. The Roman guards in Life of Brian were told that if they laughed in the scene with Biggest Dickus they wouldn't get paid. The rambunctious laughter was the plot device used to give Brian a chance to escape from the guards. Of course it was scripted, still funny though. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day, is a marketing slogan for Kellogg's cereal. I tell people that I skip breakfast and they legit think that's unhealthy. It's all about calories in versus calories out. I prefer skipping breakfast and having a larger dinner. If you ingest LSD it will get stored in your spine for the rest of your life. That's not even remotely near the truth. Every time someone mentions Chipotle, someone's got to chime in with, they're owned by McDonald's. No, they aren't. Between 2001 to 2006, McDonald's was the largest single investor in Chipotle but they never owned it. And in 2006 they completely divested from it. However, McDonald's does own Krispy Kreme. Edit. I was wrong about Krispy Kreme. The Mozart effect. Listening to Mozart makes you smarter. It is based on a one-time study, the effects of which have never been reliably replicated. Mozart was a prolific genius and his music remains splendid, but it ain't gonna help you pass that test. That you can't go swimming after eating. It was an old wives' tale so the adults could keep drinking before they had to go watch the kids. The whole thing about swallowing spiders in their sleep.
https://www.scientificamerican.com/article/fact-or-fiction-people-swallow-8-spiders-a-dash-year-while-text equals luckily %20 for %20 of %20 of %20 us, end %20 up %20 in %20 year %20 mouth closing parenthesis. Definitely not true. A strawberry isn't actually a berry. A banana is, though. If you swallow gum, it will stay in your stomach for 7 years. First of all, why 7 years? Second of all, I know gum is sticky, but it's not going to stay inside of you for years on end. It's going to pass through just like all the other food you swallow. Hell, gum is a lot smaller than most of the food we eat. So that makes no sense. One needs to drink at least 8 Oz glasses of water a day. Organic agriculture doesn't use pesticides and GMOs are bad. Cracking your knuckles causes arthritis and makes them grow big. I'm a longtime knuckle cracker and it made my entire day when my boyfriend at the time told that and I debunked it on him with a simple link to a medical document. Don't use stupid old wives' tales on a paramedic. We love debunking that crap. Greater than the average human eats 8 spiders a year while asleep. This fact was explicitly created just to show how false information can travel when people just parrot information without checking how true it is. Greater than carrots are good for your night vision. WW2 propaganda to throw everyone off the real reason Allies could detect German bombers at night so easily. Radar. Greater than spinach is super high in iron. The scientist that originally did the study that prompted this later admitted to being off by a factor of 10. Spinach has fairly average iron for a leafy green vegetable. Isn't the whole alpha male based on debunked and outdated research about wolf packs having 1 alpha? Carrots improve eyesight. That different parts of your mouth taste different things, sweet, bitter, spicy, etc. This is not true and never will be. Schools should stop teaching this. We know damn well how bumblebees fly. Figured it out years ago. Vaccines cause autism. People in the Middle Ages thought the earth was flat. A duck's quack doesn't echo. The Myers-Briggs test is about as scientific as horoscopes. Your hair and nails keep on growing after death. Christopher Columbus discovered America. Cholesterol in your food is bad for you. Marie Antoinette never declared, "Let them eat cake." Tomatoes are a fruit, not a vegetable. Vegetable is a culinary term while fruit is both a culinary and scientific term. Tomatoes are scientifically a fruit, and a vegetable in culinary terms. That slaves built the pyramids of Giza. The myth that snakes size up their meal before eating it. Snakes have small brains, they can't math. They are also bad at guessing prey lengths because of this. Finally, they are ambush predators, opportunists. If something comes, they will strike quick. If it's too big, they will not eat it or try to eat it and regurgitate it. Snakes can die from trying to eat something too big. We use 10% of our brains. Being outside in the cold will give you a cold. Thomas Alva Edison invented light bulb. You have to wait 24 hours to claim someone is missing. I'm seeing this debunked more and more, which is good because this fact is really dangerous. Dogs' mouths are cleaner than humans. That pyramids were used as tombs for mummies. No mummy has ever been found in a pyramid. Napoleon wasn't that short. That notion is propaganda from his opponents. He was like 5'9". In fetal development, we don't start as female before turning into male. We start indifferentiated, meaning neither male nor female. The absence of a visible penis does not a female make. Edit, because people always fight me on this. Read through this, https://en.m.wiki/sexual_differentiation article. Also consider the existence of intersex people, who are living proof that one doesn't just become female without a Y chromosome, or does become male with one. The idea that sugar in the gas tank will destroy a car has long been debunked. Anything you put in the tank will clog it, but the idea that sugar would dissolve, gunk it up and burn when you turn on the ignition has been proven wrong. Still, it would piss people off royally to find a funnel in their gas tank and an empty sack of sugar on the ground next to their car.